Last week I made a video about how to record your DJ routine in multiple angles, and quite a lot of you absolutely loved this particular shot in which it looks like I've added an additional screen on top of the DDJ 400 controller, and you all asked me how I did that. So I thought, why not show it to you all? So today's video is just a tutorial on how to do just that. Let's go. What's good, you guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Deep and this is where I do a lot of DJing and tech related tutorials, tips and tricks to help you become a better DJ and to help you get better at using technology. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Talking about subscribers, YouTube tells me that only 20% of the people who are watching my videos have subscribed to my channel. Guys, I request you all to please subscribe if you're watching this video, because that really supports this channel and whatever I do here. Thank you so much. So let's talk about the screen now. Well guys, this is actually just a screen recording of the Rekordbox DJ software which I recorded while performing this routine, and then I cropped and adjusted the clip in the video editing software so it looks like it is an actual screen on top of the controller. To achieve this effect, you'll have to do three things correctly. And number one is recording your DJ routine at a 45-degree angle. For this, you can use a tripod like I did to place a camera or a phone in an angle so it looks down on the controller from an almost 45-degree angle. This angle works best at making this whole thing look almost real. You don't get this effect when you record your DJ routine from the top angle. So just make sure that whenever you record it from about a 45-degree angle. I'm also planning to make a video about the easiest way to get the top angle view of your controller. If you think I should make that video next, please comment in the comment section below and let me know. I will definitely do that for you. Alright, now let's talk about the second thing that you need to do, and that is recording the screen. Now to record your screen, just use any screen recording software and record your screen while performing. So whatever you do on the controller is recorded real time on the laptop as well. I use the QuickTime screen record software which comes pre-installed with any Mac, but if you're a Windows user, you can use one of the apps like FreeCam or OBS Studio. These are amazing free apps to record your screen. I've already made a video about how to record your screen, so if you're not aware of it, you can watch that video to learn this. Now let's talk about the last thing that you need to do correctly to get this effect, and that is the editing process. So this is where it all comes together. You can use any free editing software like iMovie, DaVinci Resolve or Lightworks, but let me show you how to edit and join these videos using the Final Cut Pro software on my Mac. Once you're done recording, just open your video editing software and import the recording files. Once your files are imported, add the camera recording file to the main timeline and then add the screen recording file on the top of it. Match both the clips by matching the audio, so both the files can play at the same time, and then mute the audio in one of the layers. If you've recorded your audio separately, you can add that and mute the audio on both the video files. Once this is done, hide the top layer and edit the bottom layer according to your preference. I like my frame to look something like this. It's always better to do this step before adding the top layer so you can make sure that the top layer aligns perfectly. Now it's time to work on the top layer. I like to start by cropping the screen recording file. Crop it in such a way that only the waveform and the player is visible. Once that is done, reduce the size a bit and then rotate it to an angle of the camera and match the bottom line of the screen recorded clip to the top of the controller. You can also zoom into the project file to get a precise position. Zoom out and check to be sure if that looks good. Now comes the final and the most important step, and that is to make it look physically or visually correct. So for that, we will have to use this distort tool so we can change the position from each corner and side. Then select the corners and match the corners of the screen file with the size of the controller. Do the same on all sides so it looks like it is right above the controller. I'm using the line of the edge of the table as a reference and matching this clip with that, so it looks perfectly aligned. Basically, adjust it in such a way that it looks like a real screen on the top. Zoom in or zoom out to be sure of your editing, and then adjust it even more if you think your screen looks a bit off. Once you're happy with that placement, just play the file and see if it looks alright. Make sure that the screen recording matches the camera recording. And that's it. All you need to do now is render it and export it so it becomes one file. Now, one thing that you need to be aware of is in some shots, if your hand is near the top part of the controller, the hand will be behind the screen layer. So when you set the camera, put it in an angle so that the hand is always below the screen. Just letting you know so that you're aware of it. So there you have it. That was how easy it was to edit it and achieve this effect. But let me tell you that this shot was inspired by Rex from Rex World, who is a DJ based in Delhi, and he's the one who often uses this shot on all of his DJ routine videos. And I always wanted to try this on my DJ routine as well, and I finally did that in my last DJ routine, and I'm glad that you guys liked it. Up next, I'm planning to make a video on the easiest way to achieve the top view of your controller. So if you're interested in that video, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on that bell icon to get notified when that video is out. Alright then, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video today and that you guys got to learn something new. If you guys did, please don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your friends. And while you're at it, it'll be nice if you can click on that subscribe button and hit on that bell icon to get notified every time I upload a new video. To support me further, you can also click on that applaud button right next to the save button and buy me an applaud. That will directly support me and my channel, and that will motivate me to make more such videos for you. That's been it for today. My name is Deep, and I will see you guys in the next one. Happy to help. Alright guys, it looks like you guys are really enjoying my videos, and I'm really happy that I'm doing this now that it's lockdown and I'm absolutely free. I'm spending all my time on creating these videos. Okay, so if you have any questions and if you think I should make a video about a certain topic, please let me know in the comments below, or you can also message me on Instagram. I'm very active there more than the comment section. You can message me and tell me if there is a certain topic that I should make a video about, and I will make sure that I add that in my to-do list, and maybe that video will be out in the near future. I just need your help in that because there are a lot of topics that I have in my mind, but I really want to focus on the topics that you guys are interested in, the subscribers. So please let me know if there's a certain topic that I should make a video of sooner than anything else. Then I will probably work on that first. Thank you so much. Just wanted to ask you for some help with that. Thank you. How to record your DJ, like I've added an additional, and quite a lot of you absolutely, and quite a few that video. And talking about subscribers, 20% of you guys, if I please subscribe to my video.